What's going on out there, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Caveman Mods. It's been a while since I put some content out here, and I'll get to that here in a minute as to why it's been such a long time. Been a lot of stuff going on. Really haven't even felt like getting on social media. I kind of been staying off Facebook, stuff like that, you know. I just don't like the whole being censored and all that stuff. I don't want to take no part in it. I don't believe in any of that. You know, I do believe in my rights, my freedoms. But anyways, I'm not going to get into that. This is not a channel about politics. It's irrelevant in this situation. So I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing, keep plugging away things I've been doing. I apologize for letting you guys down and not putting any content out here recently. I don't know how good this sounds. I'm on my phone in my truck here. Not the truck I've been restoring, the truck I drive on a daily basis. So I'm going to get this shut off and we'll get to the content here in just a minute, but let me get out and we'll look at this truck. I'll update you on the content, or update you on where I'm at with this truck in particular. It's sitting here beside me. You know, it's right here, sitting in my driveway. Let you know what I've been doing with that. I really haven't touched the truck much here lately. This truck here I'm sitting in, you know, we'll get to that here in a second. I'll get back with you. So of course I got the truck here behind me, but before we get into that content right there, do me a favor, drop down in the comments, leave a comment in the comment section down there, hit the like button, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. I'm not going to be posting this on Facebook, that I'm putting new videos out, so if anybody wants to, you know, be trying to check out what kind of progress I've been making on there, it's not going to be there. I'm not really doing much of Facebook anymore unless I'm on Marketplace or something like that, looking for parts. But so here it is right there. There's the front of the truck, got the bumper all cleaned up. I honestly don't know where exactly I left off with my videos. I don't go in and really watch my content and see where I was. It's been nearly a year since I've done anything to this truck, and I'll get to that in 1 second. But before I do, I'm going to show you a couple things where we're at on the outside. So I took the headlights out right at the moment. Those headlights are in this truck. If you want to see what they look like, I think I showed you guys that already. But I've got all the lights working on the truck. Front bumper, everything's off of a 389. I flipped it. I think I explained to you guys how I did all this with drilling new holes. That hole there, this hole over here is the old one. Put fog lights down on the bottom. But yeah, I got a new set of headlights I'm going to put in this already. I do know for a fact that I was kind of left off at the injectors. I know I was going to go get injectors put in this truck. I haven't done that yet. I do have the injectors. They're sitting here in the house. I got them up on the shelf right up in that area over there. So we'll get to that here in a moment. The floor of this truck, let me get you flipped around here. So the floor of this truck is a bit of a mess. I've been working, actually, I'll take that back. I haven't done anything in this truck, but I've left everything here from where I left off. So I've got everything drilled out here where I can put this bracket down here. This stuff I'm gonna need. All my wiring here is already done. Everything is wired up and ready to be put all back together. When I put it in, I do remember that I broke the wires off of that LED strip that I put here in the dash to light all these up. So I got to take this back out and replace that real quick. That's not a big deal. I'm not going to get into that today. What I'm getting into is just showing you guys where I'm at with the progress. This is the seat that's going to be going in here. It's a little dusty right now. It needs to be cleaned up, but it's a good looking seat. Got that for $100 from my boss out of a dump truck he has. Got my subwoofer enclosures bolted in. Boxes are all finished up. Solid, not going nowhere. Floor's down. I haven't put any of the paneling in. Got new lights back here in the back. The ones I had, they kind of protruded past me being able to put something flush on that wall without having to kind of make something convex around it. But yeah, so I got to get these cabinets in up here. I'm going to make these cabinets to go on top of this box. That's where my closets are going to be. Fridge on one side, closet on the other. Get that all covered up, and that'll be where I'm at on that. See, this door is all put back together, finally finished. The seat's not mounted, it's just sitting here. See, here's the steering wheel, everything I'll put in the truck. Sorry if the camera's a little shaky, but I'm not as professional as other people when it comes to my camera work. So this is not the best looking, but it'll make do. But yeah, I got my shifter extension on here. Got my skull up top right there. This is what my dash looks like. I don't have as many clear coats on the dash as I would have liked to have put on it, but kind of felt like I was running out of time, so I just did what I could. You know, I'm not trying to make it as pretty as it's actually coming out to be. It's supposed to just be a work truck, man. I was just trying to make it durable. And the dash, the only reason I even did that, to be 100% honest with you, is it had a bunch of cracks in it and chips, and it was broken up in a lot of places. That is the only reason I took that dash to that extent. But since I did that, I was like, well, I'm going to make this match up here too. So I got that all finished and mounted up. The ceiling is already basically finished up. Lights are already working. The batteries are running low in the truck. It will fire up, but I'm not going to do much of that. So this door's already done. I just got to get the walls put back in, get the injectors. Get you flipped around here. Got to get the walls put back in. Get the rest of the stereo system put in, which I'm not too concerned about that. Getting all that done before I put the truck on the road. At least not the stereo part. At least try to get as much of the interior back in the truck as I possibly can before I put it on the road. Haven't got there yet because this truck here, and I didn't want to be boasting and you know, trying to, I got people on Facebook and stuff like that that, you know, think that I'm trying to put stuff out and rub it in their face that I'm trying to do better than some other people, and that's not the case whatsoever. You know, I try to be as humble as I possibly can, and I purchased this truck. I didn't want to put it out there to make people feel bad like I'm doing better than them, man, because I'm not. In all honesty, I'm just working as hard as anybody else, if not harder. You know, I'm not trying to, I'm not that person who wants to brag about how good I'm doing. By the grace of God, I'm doing all right. You know what I mean? I'm struggling every day, just like the rest of us. So anyways, this truck right here is mine. I don't own it 100%. The gentleman I run for, I bought this truck. I signed a contract with him in October. I'm not 100% the owner on the truck until, of course, it's paid off. Yes, I am leasing the truck, making payments on the truck. I've already got it halfway paid off, and this is, let's see, it's March. Yeah, it's March like 12th, 13th. Let me see. Don't know what the date is. It's the 14th. My apology. Anyways, so yeah, I've already got the truck halfway paid off, and I've been working on this truck nonstop. So every weekend I'm at home, I'm either under the truck greasing it or trying to replace some parts on it. I've done a good bit of work to this truck. It's not been a money pit, but at the same time, I mean, I'm just trying to do a lot of preventative maintenance and keep things from breaking. So it's a costly endeavor. Part of the reason why I actually bought this truck, because I knew what I had to put in this truck before I put it on the road. I know with this truck what has been done with it before I started driving it. There was only maybe a couple thousand miles put on the engine before I took over the vehicle, so I know, since this truck has basically had the end frame done on it, I've basically been the only person to drive it, so it makes sense to take possession of it if I had the opportunity. And I'll get to the reason why this even happened in the first place here in just a second, but I'll go over the vehicle and show you what it has, and maybe do a start up. I don't know. It's not going to be a cold start because I just had it running. Not even that cold. It's like 50 degrees today. Not bad. Caterpillar C15 6NZ. Not the A-Cert. Never was. Never has been. It's a 99 motor. It's a 2000 model truck. So it is ELD exempt, thank God. I'll get you from here. Everything under the hood of this truck is basically brand spanking new. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. It's dirty, but it's a work truck. I work the heck out of it. I'm going to change all these lights up here to the LEDs, the bullet style, like I got over there. Get rid of those horns. I've already got a set of train horns I put on the truck. I've already done a lot to this. I've made no content because, like I said, I don't want to be bragging about anything I'm doing. But that's the whole idea behind my channel, is what I'm trying to do. And I told you guys in the very beginning, I'm trying to start a trucking company, and the way to do that is to buy trucks. So that will eventually pay off in the long run. I will say that I paid $48,000 for this truck. It is expensive, and the reason being is there's over $35,000 under the hood of this truck. Both chunks in the rear ends are new. The transmission is brand spanking new clutch. This truck is basically brand new, the entire drivetrain of this truck. They did have a cutoff done. I don't particularly like the way that they did this, but it is what it is. It works. I took the fairings off of it last weekend. I got to get those popped out, the rivets up there. It's one of the weirdest setups I've ever seen. These are all bolted in. They have riv nuts in them, and I believe they come from the factory that way. Don't know why. Never seen it done like that. If it's not the case and these aren't factory, well, they did a good job fooling me, because I've never seen it done. But they did have rivets up at the top up here. I got to get them all taken out, and I'll put new rivets back in. Eventually we're going to put stacks on this truck. This exhaust is not in the greatest shape, especially when you get down to the bottom down there. It's starting to rust out, so it's not leaking quite yet. The truck is up to DOT standards. I just put a new wheel seal on it last weekend. It does have its little dings and nicks in it. It's got good rubber all the way around. Like I said, I've been running this truck since October, and the first week of October actually, and I've been making some pretty solid money out of the deal. I like it. My first experience with being an owner operator. I had originally intended on the white truck here to be my first truck, but it's the first truck I purchased. First truck as an owner operator, so it's not the worst ordeal. The reason that I wasn't able to put this truck on with this guy, like I said, the only thing that was stopping me was the fact I had to put injectors in it. I could run the truck the way it is, bolt the seat down, run it this way. I don't have to put the lights back in the dash, and I could just do all the little things to this truck as I go. The reason I didn't want to do that is because, one, once I put it to work and I'm trying to get things done, I'm in a rush on the weekends to try to get it done. So I got to get home, get stuff in it, out of it. And, it's a pain in the butt trying to live out of the truck and then move all the stuff out to do something like, let's say, the floor. I got to take everything out of the truck to do the floor. It's just a pain in the butt just moving stuff in and out. So that's not the reason why I bought this one. The reason being, the guy that I run under, he's a really good guy. He's a preacher, one of the best men I've ever met in my life, actually. I'm really blessed to be working under this guy's authority, and thank God every day for it. But so I was going to put this truck on with him. He was in agreement with it, and he was ready for this truck to come to work. And unfortunately, he changed insurance for one reason or another. It's not at my liberty to discuss, I don't believe. So he had to change insurance, not because any bad scores or anything like that, but it's just his own personal finance reasons. Don't know, don't care. Beyond my pay grade. So, being the fact that he switched insurance companies, I wasn't going to be able to put this truck on for 6 months to a year. And I was literally maybe 2 weeks away from it. All I had to do is put rubber on it, put the injectors in. The injectors could have been done in the weekend. New tires could have been done in a couple of hours. So that's literally all I had to do. A couple hours to tighten up some things inside, and make it roadworthy, and go get an inspection on it, and boom, I could have had this truck on the road within 2 weeks. Seriously. So, being that he just switched insurance and wasn't able to do it, he told me he'd sell me this truck for $48,000. And maybe here later on I'll kind of get into how I'm leasing this truck, but at the moment I don't really want to get into it. So basically, he gave me one heck of a deal. I don't think it's a deal he would give to just anybody, but told me that I didn't want to do it because I had this one already. I was focusing on this one, but he basically told me that I can buy the truck, do the lease purchase program, and if I didn't like it for 2 months, I can keep all the money that I made, and he'd give me the money back that I'd already paid him for the truck. So I wouldn't be out anything, and I would actually stand to gain a substantial profit in that amount of time to find out if it was something I liked anyways, and it proved to me in that time that his program was actually possible. I haven't discussed with him if it was okay for me to talk about what kind of program he's trying to do. So that's why I'm not really at liberty to discuss any of that at the moment. So I don't even know really if I'm supposed to make a video about me buying this truck, but I'll shoot first, ask questions later kind of guy. Okay, let's take that back. I don't want to say anything about shooting because I don't even own guns. This truck right here basically is a good opportunity to get my feet wet, I guess, and I had nothing to lose, in all honesty. It is definitely possible. I'll discuss with him if I can make a video on how I was able to get this truck. I'm making really good money with this truck, not gonna lie, which definitely ensures what I'm gonna do with this truck. So whenever I get this truck paid off, by the time I get this truck paid off, which is only a few months from now, actually I'll have it paid off in September. And this truck right here, it's already paid off. So once I get this one done, I'm gonna buy another one. So actually, at the moment, I'm able to put this truck on now. I believe it's been 6 months to a year, or whatever, since I got this. Well, I think it was after 6 months he can put another truck on. So that's why I want to put that one on. So I'm gonna jump in that one and put another driver in this one, and then maybe have them going, making as good of money as I can make, maybe, if they're willing to run. And from that point, we can see what happens. So if you're interested in driving this truck here, hit me up. See what's inside. Now I'm going to be 100% honest with you. Everything that's in it's going to stay in it. I'm not going to take anything out. If I got a pee bottle over there, please don't pay no mind. So I've already got my GPS up here. I got the big 10-inch GPS. That's the newest one from Garmin. Y'all don't be out here trying to steal my stuff either. Got a Connex 3300. Yes, or not. I'm sorry. That one's a General Lee. Yes, it does have a rebel flag on the face. Sorry, not politically correct. See, I got my fridge in here. Fridge, freezer, separate. Microwave. It's all up here. It's kicked back out of the way so I can still see out of my window. Power inverter, 2,000 watts. I may put a 3,000 watt in there. And it's got a big TV back here. It's got a nice subwoofer back here, a 15-inch sub back here in the closet. So yeah, I mean, it's a pretty nice setup. My bed's a mess right now. I'm home for the weekend, so I just got everything out that I needed to take out. Yeah, for the most part, I've been spending time trying to get this truck in good order, keep it working. Weekends, because my weekends have been spent under this truck doing things to it that needs to be done. Yeah, I did tell you I'd fire it up for you, so it does run good still. Basically brand new in frame. Been running it for a year. I need to go get an overhead done on it now. Fires right up. So if you see me coming down the road, there you can see the company I work for, One Choice Transportation. If you coming down the road, guys, say hi. Nice truck, man. Does the job, gets everything done. Hopefully this one I'll have out on the road soon. I know this is one everybody's here for. So we'll get back to making content about this. I need to get it all wrapped up, let you guys stay up to date with it. I really apologize for not making any kind of content on it here recently. Like I said, just all my time has been wrapped up into this. It's very time consuming. So eventually I'm going to need a mechanic to come and help get stuff done with this truck, get stuff done with that truck. You know, I got big plans, guys. And, I'm going to try to take you guys along with me, give you just as much of a part of it as I am. So stay tuned, comment, subscribe, share, like, all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys on the next one. God bless you.